Yo, what's up everyone? This is Nathan746 here coming at you with a deck profile for my Blackwings. Now this is updated, I do have another one on my channel before this, but it's slightly changed just a little bit, and I wanted to go over with you guys and see what you guys think, and I'd love to get feedback. So anyway, let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the deck, and probably after that I'll just start explaining things. I mean, some of it's pretty self-explanatory, but you'll get the gist of it as we go along. So okay, since there's plenty of darks in here, well, I'm already explaining it, but yeah, Dark Armed Dragon, 1 Gores, 3 Shura, 3 Bora, 1 Zephyros, 3 Kalutes, 1 Gale, I wish I could put 2 in here, 1 Zephyr, don't like you, 1 Dark Spear's my tech, 3 Blizzard, 2 of this Crow guy that just recently came out. For spells, we have Dark Eruption and Allure. We have a Heavy, Dark Hole, and a Reborn. I wanted to say MST. I guess it's because MST is next at 2. 2 Forbidden Dress, and a Black Whirlwind. For traps, we have the obvious 2 Icarus, 1 Starlight Road, 2 Compulse, because I love Compulse. Who doesn't? 2 Fiend's Chain, 1 Solemn Judgment, 1 Solemn Warning, and a Mirror Force for the extra deck. Am I going too fast for you? Good, no, I'm kidding. But okay, 1 Scrap, 1 Stardust, 2 Armor Master, haha. 1 Black Rose, even though it's not really, I don't use it that much this format, but 2 Armed Wings, 1 Cataster, a Shockmaster, 1 Black Ship, 1 Zero Fine, really good, I'll explain in a little while. 1 Maystroke, I got Cowboy, number 49 Fortune Tune, and Zen Mains. Alright, so let me give you the gist of how this works. As I said before, Dark Armed Dragon, yeah, this whole deck, except for Dark Spear, is a dark. And then the extra deck, there's some darks in here too. They're not all dark, but there are darks in the extra deck. What is that? Oh, it's water. Oh, I thought that was like freaking dark or something. Cool. Okay, 1 Gores, duh, that's the hand trap. Out of all the hand traps I've ever used, I've always preferred Gores over everything from Trag to Maxi to Veiler, and that's just my personal opinion. I mean, in other decks I won't run Gores. This is the only deck I really run it in, but I'm just saying, I've always preferred it when I make Blackwing builds. Okay, 3 Shura and 3 Bora, that's just self-explanatory. I mean, this is Blackwings, that's the engine. I mean, come on. 1 Zephyros, because if you run Blackwings, you must run Zephyros. If you do not run Zephyros, you're crazy. Just, I mean, you can normal summon that, special summon him, send activate Zephyros' effect, pay 400, send Bora back to your hand, special summon him from the grave, then re-special summon him because there's other Blackwings, and then you can make a 3 Assault, you can make Shocky, you can make all sorts of crap. Alright, 3 Kalutes because that Kalute is dangerous. Getting that extra 1400 boost on any of these Blackwings is really awesome. Black Rose just wants to get in on this. Alright, 1 Gale, like I was saying earlier, they need to run this at 2. I wish they would take it back to 2. It'd make the deck a lot more consistent. And I would definitely be taking out this next card right here for another Gale, which is Breeze the Zephyr. Why do I not like this card? Because when you draw into, you don't want to draw this. I always draw it, but you don't want to draw into this. This is a card, it's good if you get it off of a search with Whirlwind, but if you don't, or if you just get it off the attack from him to make a level 7 synchro, but if you don't, it's not really a good search, or it's not a good draw at all. Only once since I've played with this card, when I've drawn it, has it come into play for good use. I mean, you could normal summon it and special summon that, like a little Bora or something, and make Armor Master and Black Rose, or whatever level 7s you may play have you, but I mean, it's just not my cup of tea, I guess you'd call it. Alright, 1 Dragoonity Dark Spear. This is my tech card. Why do I like this tech card? Because, as he says, well, once per turn, you contribute 1 Dragon-type Dragoonity monster, which is what he is. So you contribute himself to select and special summon 1 level 4 or lower winged beast-type monster from your grave. So you can summon him, activate his effect, tribute himself, and play all of these except for Blizzard. Blizzard cannot be special summoned, but other than that, even these little guys, which is a very interesting pick, and I'll explain that in a moment. Alright, I run 3 Blizzard. I was running 2 because drawing a third just wasn't cutting it for me. But I mean, it's getting to that point where, like, if you summon Blizzard, and if I only brought back a Kalut, I could play him with that. That's 2, 4, 7. So that's 7 stars. So you can play him. That's usually the main objective. That or just to scrap out. I never rarely go into starters, but I'll get down there in a little bit. Now, this crow it seems stupid and it's weird because it's new, but it's really good because if you control a face-up dark monster, you can just special summon it from your hand. You can only do one of them like that per turn, but you can special summon one. So like I just said, you can normal summon Blizzard, and if you only have a level 3 in your grave, bring it back, unless it's Gale or this stupid thing right here. But you bring it back, and then you special summon that, and you can make a level 7. I've done that to people before, and they're like, what? I love it. Dark Eruption, it's like a second Monster Reborn to half the Blackwings in this deck. You can add a 1500 attack or less than that Dark Monster from your grave back to your hand. So you can get back a Kalut you may need, you can get back your Gale, you can get back that, you can get Blizzard back because that's not special summoning, that's adding it to your hand. You can even get this little crow guy. It's really, really good play. Allure, again, that's why this crow guy can be vital, because if I have nothing but him in my hand and I draw Allure, I can banish that crow because, you know, other than that synchro play, Allure, and one other play that I'll get to in a little bit in this deck, he's not really of any importance, but that heavy, that Dark Colon Reborn, that's not even necessary to discuss. We all know why I run that. Everybody runs that, except for some people in more high tier up decks. They don't run. I think some of them just run heavy, and some of them just run D-hole. I'm not sure. D-hole. Alright, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, MST, whatever. I've been running MST. I mean, even before I started playing this game at a more with more consistent decks, and just for fun, when I'd build my deck that the only objective was to play that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I played MST. Of course, I played it at like 1 because I thought having a bunch of different spells would be like perfect. Which it's okay, but it's not great. But yeah, MST has always been good for me, and I always play it over Night Beam because you can quick pop it. As soon as they set it, you can just set this and just quick pop it. I love that. Alright, 2 Dress, just because Dress is unbelievably amazing this format. It saves my butt so much. It's not even funny. Oh my goodness. Alright, 1 Black Whirlwind, duh, it's Blackwing Searcher. Like, if I summon Shura while I have it on the field, I can add any of these Blackwings to my hand. I summon Bora, anyone but Shura here can be added, and it goes down as you go down the list. But like, it's really a good search card. I rarely draw it though, which sucks, but it's really a good search. It could be put back up to 2. I mean, come on, Konami. Wind Up Factory stayed at 3. Why can't Black Whirlwind go back up to 3? Even if you left Gale at 1, if you put Black Whirlwind at 3, I would probably take out a Mirror Force and maybe a Dress, but keep a Dress. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it later. I might change that idea. Alright. 2 Icarus, and this is the other reason why this crow is important. He's a winged beast. Icarus, you tribute 1 winged beast to pop 2 cards on the field. I mean, this card's just amazing in Blackwings in general because they're winged beasts. You tribute any of the winged beasts in this deck. The only one that's not winged beast is that and these 2 in the main deck. 3 cards out of 20. I think that's 20. Yeah, that's 20. Okay. So that's quite a few picks to pop. I mean, you could be like, boom, and you have 2 of these. You play 2 of them, XZ into something, or use them for something else, and then use the 3rd one as the Icarus target. Starlight Road, duh, that's for Stardust. Just because this deck plays heavy trap back row, and if you play heavy trap back row, you gotta play Starlight. I mean, come on, if they play that heavy, you can stop the heavy and save your stuff, and then get a Stardust just as a bonus. It's amazing. 2 Compulse, because Compulse is, in my opinion, the best trap of the format, because anything any player plays from, let's see, except for Evil Swarms and Prophecy, when they play their spell card that lets them, I don't know the name of the Prophecy one, but I do know that Evil Swarms is Infestation Pandemic, just because I used to play Evil Swarms at one point not too long ago. Compulse won't work with that, but every other deck, like if you play against Dragon Rulers and they play that Draco Sack, zing, Compulse. 2 chain, just because as soon as they play that Draco Sack, just pop that chain on it. It can't get the tokens, and you can just easily pop it with even like a Shura and a Kalut. It's real easy. Alright, Solemn Brigade, that's obvious. Everybody runs that. I run Mirror Force because I had to even it out at 40. Couldn't think of any other monsters. And, I mean, I thought about running Eradicator with Crazy Box, but I don't really like Crazy Box. A lot of people do. I can't stand it, really. I don't like it too much. I think it's highly overhyped. It's okay if you want to have an Eradicator target, but Alright, Scrap Dragon, duh, obvious. You can make it level 8 in this deck really simply, and its effect, you get to pop 1 card on your field and theirs. It's kind of like Icarus in a way, but not entirely, but it's really good. Stardust, I only use for Starlight Road usually. I have been known to play it before, but it's very rare when I do it. But its effect, I mean, we all have played Stardust just about. We know what it does. It's really good. If something's activated to destroy cards on the field, you contribute it to negate the activation and destroy it, and then at the end of that turn, Stardust will come back. 2 Armor Master, just because he's the boss of Blackwings, in my opinion. Screw Blackwing and Dragon, but Armor Master, because he can't be destroyed by battle, and you take no damage from any battle involving him. And on top of that great effect, you can place a wedge counter on any monster he attacks, and then remove the wedge counters another turn to make that monster's attack go to 0. And then just destroy it, no matter what it is. Even if it's Obelisk, that's just great. Or like Slifer or Raw, you can make them go to 0. I love that. That's great. Well, I'm not sure about Slifer. I don't know, because of its hand thing. I'm not sure. There might be some weird ruling. Oh well. Black Rose, I don't see a lot of play for it, and it's not really good this format to me, because I don't ever really use that. But it's just like a Blackwing signature kind of card thing. Like, you play this in Blackwings. It works really well. It's really easy to summon out, because level 7s in this deck, it ain't nothing. So it's really easy to play it, and it's just all around good when it comes to when you're not playing those top tier things, and you're playing something more like, I don't know, 6 Sams, or like Machinas, or something lower. Or Photons even. You can just be like, summon, pop. Everything's gone. Everything they play is gone. All their cards are wasted. They just lost. Usually. Around the time I play something like that. Okay, moving on. 2 Armed Wings. This is just because I run 3 Kalut and I wanted more targets for Kalut, even though there's plenty in the deck. But, like, I wanted to change one of these to Beast God Vulcan, but I don't know when we get that card at all. I have no idea how long or far away that is, because I haven't researched that at all, and I don't think there's even a date for it yet. I'm not sure. But I mean, like, I have 2 Compulse, and that's basically what Vulcan does, so I don't know about Vulcan. There is a Synchro, the level 6 one that comes out in Judgment of the Light, called Psychic Conductor Behemoth or something like that. That once it attacks a monster, whether it dies or not, you can remove from play Behemoth and that monster. So I might play that in here. So yeah, now Catastor. Now between Catastor and Vortex, the Whirlwind, I ran with both of them, and I personally, all this time, I've liked Catastor a lot better. Why do I like Catastor better? It's just simply because the top tier decks right now, for example, they don't really, except for their extra deck, run that many dark cards that I've seen. Now there could be some crazy build out there, and there is that prophecy thing with Dark Magician, but usually Ally of Justice, and I could be wrong, because there could be those prophecy monsters that are dark and I just don't know a lot about it, but this card goes great against a bunch of decks, because nobody sees this coming anymore. And plus it's getting reprinted, as I've heard, in the new Title and Blaster tins, along with BLS. And that's just a great reprint. I love that. But moving on. Shockmaster, obvious. I just explained earlier. You can go into Shocky, and he's really easy to play. Usually, if you get Shockmaster out at the very beginning of a duel, like before your opponent does anything huge, and just keep playing him, they can kiss that victory goodbye. Because if you know what your opponent's playing and know what they rely on, like if it's Prophecy, just keep saying spells. As long as he's on the field, just say spells. If it's Dragon Rulers, monster effects, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, like, because when it comes to your turn, the effect wears off. You play all your effects and then be like, Shockmaster effect, negate monster effects, and then just plow them. It's funny. Black Ship of Corn, I used to not like this card when it first came out because I didn't know anything about it. Then I started to notice it's like I always go into it because when people make Zen mains here, this little guy here, since he doesn't destroy, he just sends. That gets rid of a lot of things. I mean, like, I really wish it would be able to target any monster. I mean, I guess, like, attack lower than or equal to. I mean, I guess that makes it more balanced and fair. But I think in this format, kind of makes me wish that the effect was like, you detach one material to target one monster your opponent controls with attack, like with no attack at all. No, scratch that line. Your target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the grave, and just even take the 1,000 off if you changed it like that, and he could still not attack. I don't care. I mean, it would make Black Ship even better. Because now I love Black Ship. It saves me a lot. But alright. Ice Beast Zero Fine. When this card came out in Tachyon, before it was even legal, back when it was called Sylphine, I was calling it Sylphine with all my people I play with on the internet on Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's just for Blackwings, 2 level 4 winged beast type monsters. That's just so easy to make in this deck. I mean, God, so easy. And this effect, I have pissed off so many people and beaten so many decks. Earlier today, in fact, I played against Dragon Rulers. They played out Draco Sack. I played out my 2 little guys here, Shura and Bora, made Zero Fine, and then activated his effect and negated his face up Draco Sack. And the effect lasts until my next turn on my standby phase. So next turn he could not activate Draco Sack's effect. Well, I mean, you could activate it, but it doesn't get to get its effects. All he was basically would do is detach a material. I don't know if that was a glitch or not, but whatever. But he couldn't get the tokens. And by that point, you know, usually people that rage on the internet, he just starts insulting me, blah, blah, whatever. But that's normal for people that, like, get mad over a children's card game. I find that comical, but enough of that. Maestroke, just because Maestroke's awesome. Like, a bunch of decks that he plays against, nobody sees it coming anymore. The flip effect part. Usually people just think I use them to defend, or people think it's a defending these days. I mean, there could be a bunch of people, and I could be very wrong out there. There could be all these people that do play it to flip stuff. But I mean, like, his effect is freaking awesome. He can save himself. And let me clarify something right now about the correct ruling on Maestroke. There are, like, I've had this happen to me a few times now. There will be people, they'll, like, go at Maestroke, and he'll detach a material, and then he'll have 1 material left. And then when they attack and I detach again, they think, since it says right here, I wish I could highlight this, once per turn, they think that means that only once per turn you can do either thing. And no, that once per turn, that just goes for the effect that ends right here at this period. This second effect right here, you just detach a material, it stays. You can do that twice per turn. So pretty much you get like 3 defense monsters with 2300 defense. Or 3 attack position monsters with 1800, in other words. Either way you go. Gaga Cowboy. I mean, I was flirting around, I guess you could say, with playing this and not playing it. I mean, I thought about not playing it because basically what the only good thing about it, in my opinion, is the defense effect. But I mean, His attack position effect, if nobody thinks about it coming along, it's really great to play. Because then when you play it, they're like, what? And then you're just like, aha! And then they are screwed. Let me tell you. But that's a different story. Usually I just like to play him and go trollololol in the back of my mind, as they have less than 800 life points left, and just detach one and inflict 800 and win. I just love trolling like that. Alright, before I get to this one, I'll just go ahead and get to this one really quick. Zen mains, that's self-explanatory. You can make a rank 3 in this deck. It's not that difficult. You could summon Kalut, special summon Gale, summon Zephyr, special summon Gale. There's so many ways to make a 3 in this deck. In fact, I could even make Gotchi, come to think of it, but I'm not going to run Gotchi. Alright. Number 49 Fortune Tune is, I guess you would call, my XZ tech in. Why am I running this is it's a very interesting process. Okay, I just think his effect is amazing. The only thing I do not like is it can't be targeted by card effects, which, I mean, that's a great effect and all, but I mean, like, I would love to have him be a target for Icarus. Like, once he's wasted all of his materials and he's just sitting there, I'd love to be able to just pop him. But anyway, he takes 2 level 3s, and during each standby phase on my turn, I gain 500 points. That's great. I love that. And it can't be targeted. I've done name that. If this card would be destroyed, you just detach a material from it instead. It's just like Zen mains without the pop effect. And when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you target 2 level 3 monsters in your grave. So if you just use Gale and Kalut to make it, don't worry about losing Gale and Kalut, because they get shuffled. They shuffle them both back into the deck. So they're both shuffled back into the deck, and on top of that, you return this card from the graveyard back to the extra deck. But you can only use this effect of him once per turn, which is fine, because if you only run one, you're only going to use that effect once per turn. Unless you're just like spamming him out, then that's just crazy talk. But like, you pretty much, you play him and it's a stall and it's not a waste. Because like, if you played him, he can't be targeted by black ships, so he's not like Zen mains. Zen mains can get sent by black ship real easy. You can't target him with that, so your opponent obviously is going to have to get rid of both materials. And once he does, he or she, you just send both materials, and Dark Spear's level 3, I just realized that. But you send both materials back to your deck, shuffle, so you get Gale and Kalut back again. And on top of that, you get him right back. And on top, even better actually, it doesn't have to be the 2 materials used. It's just 2 level 3s. Say you have Gale, but you ended up somehow using 2 Kaluts for that. What you could do is you could just put both Kaluts back in your deck. And plus, for Dark Arm Dragon's sake, let's say you have like Shura, Bora, and Zephyrus in the grave, and then you have 2 Kaluts or a Kalut and a Gale. Use Fortune Tune, put them in the freaking back in your deck, put Fortune Tune back in the extra, and then bam, you got 3 darks. Play that Dark Arm Dragon, swarm the field with that, blow him up, and you win. But anyway, yeah, this is my Blackwing deck. Again, it is always subject to change. I am always open to people's opinions and what they have to say about it. I mean, if you like it, well, awesome. If you don't like it, well, oh well, tough cookies. Make a different one that you like and you prefer. Now, I do like criticism. It helps me get better, and it helps me think of new ideas. And on top of that, I do like you guys when you give me ideas. I like it when you give me all these new ideas. Like, for example, this card right here, yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't like it too much, but when I got the idea from people on YouTube, and then I played it, because I got PM'd about this way back, like right even before I made my new deck video, because I was PMing one of my friends on YouTube, and they told me Zephyr would be good. I mean, it's pretty good in certain situations, I guess, but I would rather prefer to run 2 Gales. If only Gale was at 2. Someday, Blackwing friends, someday. But until then, until next time, I mean, gosh, I'm sorry. But like, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my Blackwings again, like I said. And maybe I might be releasing more deck profile videos and more like just replays so I can show off some stuff, because as of right now I'm not really using the best computer because mine's motherboard was fried. I think I explained this in another video, and I've just recently found out it's gonna be a few months even before I get it fixed. I'm not sure why it's supposed to take that long just to get the ordered part. I guess it's very far away, I'm not sure, but get it fixed and then I should have my PC back. But until then, I can't do like bigger videos. I'll try to do other things like Minecraft and all that. I'm not sure, but we'll see how that goes. But until then, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and even favorite it if you like the deck, and net deck it for yourself if you like it and you'd like to try it. I'd love to play against my own deck in some random time. It'd be like playing myself. It'd be kind of funny. So, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I hope everyone has a good day after they see this, or good night, whichever it may be, wherever you are. This is Nathan746, and I'll see you later.